Nog 'n dag breek aan tydens vanjaar se Momentum Rapport Tour, dis die 9de skof en die weeromstandighede kan vandag weer eens 'n deurslaggewende faktor wees. Gister het die harde manne van die toer op 60 km weggebreek. Dis Canzonieri en Mantovan van die Pickford Removals Italiaanse span, Andrew McLean en Robbie McIntosh van die Topsport GW Fox span en Mark Beneke van die Southern Sun Mnet span wat vir omtrent 116 km alleen voorgery het. In 'n stadium was hulle voorsprong 8 minute en toe hulle by die eindstreep aankom, was dit 4 minute gewees. Maar hulle het bewys dat hulle in swak weeromstandighede alles kon uithaal. In die strate van Mosselbaai, Canzonieri wat aan die binnekant deurskiet en gemaklik die skof en Mark Beneke tweede en dit was 'n goeie einde. Die weeromstandighede is besig om tydens die jaar se toer 'n groot rol te speel en hier is Dix Foster met meer besonderhede.
The average rainfall for the month of October for this region in Mossel Bay is about 80 millimeters, and already they've had more than that over the past 2 days. For this reason, there's been a dramatic change to the 10th stage of the Momentum Rapport Cycle Tour. With us is the chief referee of the tour, Mr. Gotti Hansen. Gotti, why and what are the changes for the stage?
Well, we've shortened the stage by about 26 kilometers, mainly because of all the rain they've had. There are washaways on the road. They're busy working on the road, and there are a number of detours which are gravel, and they are actually mud at the moment. This morning they had to go especially to open the road so that we can get vehicles through it. And there's a stretch of about 10 or more kilos where I don't think the riders will ever be able to get over on their bicycles, and we've decided to shorten it for those reasons. It won't be safe for them.
All right, won't this then change the chances of some of those guys who really planned a break for today dramatically?
Well, it changes for everybody. I mean, we're all in the same race, so they'll have to just revise their plans. Obviously, the first 26 kilos is quite difficult because we're going to be into the wind. The rain seems to be lifting at the moment. We can get more rain, so we can have a lot of problems, but they just have to revise their plans and try some other time when there's things that we couldn't foresee. We've had the wettest tour. Today is the wettest tour we've had. Tomorrow we'll break the record if it rains again, so they're all in the same race. They'll just have to revise their plans. I mean, every day we have to take it as it comes.
And the weather forecast is that these conditions are going to prevail for at least the next 24 hours.
Die gedeelte wat gaan flikker word nie gery nie, net 65,4 km oor die Robinson Pass na Oudtshoorn, 3 snelpremies en 'n bergpremie by in die slag. Die weer speel 'n rol en kom ons hoor wat sê Ellen van Heerden en Johnny Koen.
Instead of having windscreen wipers, a demister and a nice warm jacket to ride in, the riders use other means to try and keep warm and dry, on the bicycle.
Yes, John, as you can see, I've got a raincoat on here. Basically, the raincoat is to keep you nice and warm, to try and keep the inside of the jersey and the vest over there nice and warm. This is basically taking all the rain. You can see we've got rain gloves over here. That's to keep the hands nice and warm. When you start descending and you haven't got any gloves on, of course your hands start to get cold and you end up not being able to pull the brakes. You'll also notice that the raincoat is a special type of fabric that you can breathe through. You'll also notice down here that we've got shoe covers over the shoes. Basically what that does is it keeps the feet nice and warm and it keeps the shoes dry, which is very, very important. Otherwise you get that sloggy type feeling in the shoes.
Okay, and your eyes, Alan, how do you keep the water out of your eyes and the wind?
Well, Johnny, as you can see, I've got special glasses on here with a special type of lens that brightens up the sky. This is for the dull air over there. You'll notice we have another pair of glasses over here, which has got a clear lens. The clear lens is basically for when it's raining very, very hard. What it actually does is you're able to see a lot clearer, and you'll find that the rain just drips off the lenses over there. Makes it a lot easier than the dark lens.
And then finally, the engine compartment, the legs, how do you manage to keep those warm on a trip like this?
Well, as you've seen on many tours before, we have a masseur here with us, who what she basically does is she rubs some oil on the legs. What that does, it insulates the legs against the rain. So when the rain is dropping on the legs, it's just running straight down to the bottom of the legs over there. It keeps them nice and warm. Very, very important for type of weather like we experience today.
Is it also a warm cream that you used?
Yes, it's a special type of cream. It's got camphor in it, it's got olive oil in it, and it's got a little bit of deep heat mixed in it. Very, very good mixture.
Op die pad na Oudtshoorn toe met die nuwe beginpunt van verjaar se Momentum Rapport Tour tydens hierdie skof en van die begin af het die manne sommer besluit om die pap dik aan te maak.
They probably can't wait to get back to their hotels and start off at a cracking pace. Kurt Verleerden of Topsport Fox, Stephen Wallater of Mnet Southern Sun and Andrew McLean lead a group that split the entire bunch into 3. In the bad weather, punctures are common, with first Francie Kruger of Snowflake Blue Ribbon puncturing, and then Giovanni Montalvan of the Pickfords removals team suffering the same fate. Even the service vehicles get slowed down by the narrow roads in the rainy bad weather. At 8 bells, after 13 kilometers, they get into the first liquid fruit hotspot of the day. Super sprinter Francie Kruger, already the holder of the liquid fruit leadership jersey in this category, makes it look so easy in beating Robbie McIntosh in a sprint finish.
In 1983 was dit die einste McIntosh wat tydens hierdie selfde skof saam met 2 Portugese weggebreek het, 9 minute voor die bondel in George geëindig het op daardie stadium en sy 3de toer sodoende ingepalm het.
Mark Bierneke in the Momentum yellow jersey and his teammates Lawrence Smith and brother Gary Bierneke never lose sight of their rivals. The Topsport Fox trio of Verleerden, Andrew McLean and Tiens Mulder, assisted by Angelo Canzioneri, keep the pace up, climbing the Robinson Pass. But Mark Bierneke looks as if a motorbike won't even drop him today.
Koop Boba's van die berge en dit is Tiens Mulder wat voorjaag en net agterom Lawrence Smith wat kyk of hy kan wen, maar Tiens Mulder wat te sterk is wat hy wil daardie blou trui terugneem van Francie Kruger. En met 100 mm reën die afgelope paar dae stroom die water af.
Even in the worst of conditions, the bunch shows no fear as they tackle the descent at speeds of up to 90 kilometers an hour.
Die uiterste konsentrasie moet nou deur die jaars aan die dag gelê word. Die sig is swak. Dis 90 km/h en die pad is nat.
For the first time in a year is Willie Engelbrecht again in trouble. This time again in the rain. And this time climbing Robinson Pass in the second group.
Hierdie liquid fruit snelpremie wat R780 werd is in die skienskompetisie word vlak buite Oudtshoorn tussen die volstruisplase deur Francie Kruger gewen.
Only a gutsy performance saves Willie Engelbrecht, who jumps away from the group that he's in with Martin Sanders of Cyclotech Shimano and Clinton Curtis of LPC Waterproofing to make contact with the leaders once again.
Die naalrit in Oudtshoorn en Willie Engelbrecht wat miskien 'n sekere wenner is vas tussen die ander jaars. Die Italianer Ettore Pastorelli is die wenner, alhoewel hy later met 5 minute gestraf word omdat hy teen Robinson Pass aan 'n voertuig vasgehou het. Hy behou egter die skop. Tiens Mulder praat nou oor die verandering van die roete. Tiens, kan ons begin deur te vra hoe julle span voel oor die feit dat die skop verkort is in die eerste instansie?
Ons was teleurgesteld, eintlik baie teleurgesteld, want aanvanklik was ons taktiek geweest om hierso vandag een van die hardste skofte te ry. Ons is almal baie goed gemotiveerd en ons het regtig uitgesien na die hele skof. Nadat ons die roete voltooi het met die motorkar tot waar die skof begin het ons wel gesien dat die pad was plek baie verspoel geweest, maar nogtans dink ek kon ons dit met ons fietser gedoen het en miskien net die stukke waar dit nou regtig baie sleg was net 'n neutrale vlag gehad het. Maar myns insiens ek dink as dit van my kon afhang dan het ek die hele skop gery. Ek sou so gekies het.
Mark Bierneke, the wearer of the Momentum yellow jersey. The fact that they shortened today's stage, did that help you to defend the jersey?
I don't know, with making it slightly shorter made the race very hard and fast. The guys went flat out from the bottom of the climb right to the top, so I think it might have even made the stage a bit harder because the guys knew that they only had 60 k's now and a half to go.
In die algehele afdeling maak Bierneke wat 'n sekonde verder voor is, Canzonieri, Charlesworth en McIntosh daarna. In die liquid fruit snelpremie afdeling en die egte suiwelpunte afdeling het dinge niks verander nie. Francie Kruger is nog steeds daar die houer van al die truie. Die koning van die berge, of die bobaas van die berge as jy wil, het wel verander, teen Smuller wat die trein nou oorgeneem het by Fransie Kreur.